Hey everybody, welcome back to Creating Scenery for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today we're going to learn a different way of working with or creating your own workplane type of function. If you remember, a while back I did a video on how to create a transformation orientation based on a selected face or edge. Okay, let's review really quick. All right, so if we zoom out here and I do a tilde T, let's try this again, tilde T, I get a tap down of my model. And the coordinate orientation is Y is up and down, X is left and right. Everybody knows that, okay? I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. The Z axis comes out toward us. All right, now with the transformation orientation, if I want to say, if you look at this model, this face right here doesn't line up straight with the X or the Y, okay? So I want to make an orientation based on this face, okay? So what I would do would select this object, go into edit mode, select the face, and come up to the transform orientation menu and hit the plus. That adds one called face. That now makes our coordinate system based on this face. And the coordinate system now is that the Y goes this direction, out this way, and the X goes up and down, and the Z comes out perpendicular to the face. You guys remember that? All right, that's using the face, the transform orientation method. Okay, now let's learn another one. Let's get rid of the face orientation and let's get out of edit mode and let's come up to these three boxes here. Okay, and with these three boxes, you don't have to have them selected yet. Let's set up our viewports. So up here in the right hand corner, I'm selecting and I'm dragging over and creating a viewport right here. The one on the left, we're going to leave the same. We're going to leave it just like our default. On the right side, we're going to select this item, tab into edit mode, and we are going to select a face. Now, we are going to tell this viewport to orient this viewport to the X, Y, and Z coordinate system of that face that is selected. Okay? All you simply do is Shift and 7 on your keypad, and that changes this orientation. Okay? If you notice, it has changed our view of our object. It has turned our view so that Y is up and down and X is left and right and Z is coming out to us. Almost reminiscent to the global top-down view of an object. Okay? Now, let's get out of edit. No, stay into edit mode. We want to Shift S and we want to move our cursor to that selected face. Notice how it gets snapped to the face. Okay, now we want to get out of edit mode and we're going to add a new object. We're going to add a simple circle. We want to create some kind of a dial or a fan or something that comes out on this face, right? So with our 3D cursor on that face, we're going to Shift A and we're going to add a mesh and we're going to add a mesh circle. Now, by default, in the left view, this object's orientation is based on the global coordinate system. So Z comes up this way and X and Y go out in the two lateral directions. Okay, in this view, the Z would be to the left and the Y and the X would be I believe the Y would be out toward us and the X would be no, the Y would be up and down, and the X would be coming out toward us in this view. But we're going to change that orientation of the circle to match the orientation of the view. Okay? So you come up to where it says global, and you're going to change that to view. Okay? Now, with the circle selected, we're going to go into edit mode, and we're going to rotate it now on the Y axis. So RY 90 degrees. And if you look at our perspective view, that circle is right on that face. Okay? Now, let's stay in this view over here. We're going to hit F to fill in that circle with a face. And then I believe I probably will need to change the face orientation. I think the normals are going to be going away from us right now. And they are. That's kind of a purplish, pinkish type of thing. So with that face selected, I'm going to do an Alt-N and flip. Okay, now it's more bluish purple. Okay. And then uncheck face orientation. Okay. Now, with yours may not be flipped. Mine just happened to be flipped. So anyway, get that so the normal comes out towards you. Okay. Now, with that circle selected, we're going to move it down. And in this view, we want to move it to the left. But to the left in this view is down in this view. So I'm going to G, Y, and then just kind of drag that down kind of like this. Okay. Now I want to scale that circle. So I'm going to hit S and scale that, make it a little bigger. And I might have to G, Y and move that up a little bit more. Okay, now I'm going to get out of edit mode by tab, and I'm going to object, apply, scale, and get back into edit mode. Okay, and I'm going to extrude that in this view, this view's Z, which is out toward us. So I'm going to E 0.5, let's say a half a foot or something, or half a meter. Okay. Notice how it extrudes it in the correct orientation. And if I come back to this view, I hit I to do an inset, and let's make an inset like this. And then let's do another extrude and just eyeball this one, drag it out. You can see how the orientation is still working correctly. All right, so this is a way to make your viewport oriented with a selected face or an edge. Okay, and you can work in a basic top-down of that selected face or edge. All right, edge would be, its orientation would be based on its normals. Okay, so in this case we are associating our view to this face right here. Okay, so it's a top down of that face. Now after you're all done, how do you get out of this? It's pretty simple. We can either take this viewport over here with the, see the plus right up there, and we can just drag it over and get rid of this viewport. Or we can do it the other way. If we take this viewport and drag it over, replace our perspective view, okay, to get out of this view orientation, all you have to do is hit the 5 on the keyboard to get out of the orthographic view, and hit any 7 or 1, and then use your middle mouse button to get back out to where you were before. Okay, so I hope you learned a new way to work with a view based on a selected face or an edge. I hope you found it useful. If it confuses you, leave a comment, and we can talk about it, chat about it, and try to get you all set up on how you want to do it. I hope you find it useful. Please subscribe if you haven't. I know most of you don't, but if you would, that'd be cool. Hit the notification bells for upcoming videos, and if you feel inclined to support me on my channel, buymeacoffee.com/myphysicalworld. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next video. See you later.